My name is Teitelbaum, and I've been a psychotherapist since 1985, so that's a long time. And the reason that I got involved with working with child abuse is during my studies, because we have to learn about child abuse. I actually did some studying with Alice Miller, who's one of the leading experts in child abuse in the world. She came from Germany. And during her workshop, she said, abused people abuse people. And I just thought, how could that possibly be? Because if you've been abused yourself, why in the world would you want to abuse someone else? And so then she told this story because I just couldn't believe it. She said, okay, think about yourself driving down the freeway and a car cuts you off, and then you see it cutting off someone else, and then it cuts you off again, and it's speeding around, and then you get halfway down to your destination, you look over to the right, and that car is being stopped by the highway patrol. How do you feel? And I was like, oh. And she said, and that's just a little tiny bit of how an abuser feels when they abuse someone else, because now someone who's had a lot of pain in their life now has someone to share that pain with, and they know what the pain feels like. And it's still, even though I could get it, and I've probably done that myself, go, oh good, they got caught, it was still so hard to understand how someone who's gone through that pain could cause it to someone else. So on a personal level, I watched people in my own family suffer and have hard relationships and not be able to be intimate with people because of the abuse they suffered as a child. And that made me really passionate to help people who'd been abused, to help prevent abuse, to help parents recognize the signs, because so many parents have signals, but they don't see them, whether they were abused themselves or just because they don't understand it. And there are a lot of signs, and we just need to learn to look for them. So I have become really passionate about this. When I see somebody who's been abused as a child, what I see is that they can't look me in the eye because there's a shame involved in being abused, and it's really hard for somebody to see you and look into your eye, and you're afraid that they'll see your secret. So often they'll look down, they'll look sideways, but they really have trouble making eye contact. I see somebody who's looking down a lot when they walk, somebody with rounded shoulders, somebody who might cover up more with clothing than needs to be for the weather. So there's a lot of signs. Somebody who might be cutting themselves, might have some scars on their arms or on their legs. So there's a lot of signs if you look for it. Just need to pay attention to what's going on. So if you are a person who's been abused, the first step is to speak out, to find a group that you can go to get involved in your community. If we all band together, we can make a difference. We're educating our community right now. There's a lot of organizations that are there to help you reach out, help each other, and helping someone else really helps you. So this is the time for volunteerism. This is the time to reach out and become a healing community, not a suffering community. Our world needs healing. So this is our first step in making that happen.